All right, I am here live on Periscope and also will be reposting this to my YouTube channel. Like I said, I'm going to share with you guys what I believe to be the number one secret to accomplishing any goal. Uh, but I'm going to talk a little more fitness related. So I was doing some thinking, and what I was really trying to do is relate to many of my new online clients. And I was asking myself the question, what can I relate to my clients to help them accomplish their goals? What was it for me that really helped me to begin to excel more and more with my fitness goals? And what I realized is the number one key to succeeding in any goal is really a transition. When you first start, usually it's being at a place where you're unhappy with either something about yourself or you're wanting to see more, but you have a goal and you're wanting to make this transition. And honestly, for me, the key to succeeding in any goal is to begin to transition my focus from where I lack and begin to focus on what it is that I'm excited about, what it is that I'm happy about now. And that's why with my 12-week program, for example, I'm always pushing rapid results. I want my clients to experience results as quickly as possible. And the reason for this is I want you to stop focusing on, what it is you don't like about yourself and begin to focus on your results. Where are you seeing progress? What's something that you can get excited about now? And honestly, you can relate this to many areas of life, whether it be like a financial, career goal, any goal that you can set. It's important to make that transition from focusing on where you lack, focusing on the things that, kind of bring stress. For example, I have clients that they always have this weight loss goal. They always want to lose more and more weight, and that's all they ever focus on. All they focus on is where they're lacking, where they failed. And if all you do is ever focus on that, you're never going to get excited about your goals. The biggest difference between, me and a lot of my clients that are just starting is when I step in the gym, I'm excited for that workout. I'm excited to get in there and see what weight I can push, see where I've improved, and really just get to experience, pushing myself harder than I did my last workout. So a lot of newbies, I'll say, that walk into the gym, they kind of walk in there with a defeated mentality. It's like, man, all these people around me are so much more advanced than me in fitness. They've been here longer than me, and they walk in feeling intimidated and just not really confident in where they are with their fitness journey. And when you walk into a gym with that mentality, it's harder to get excited. Um, it's really harder to just get excited about being there in the first place. And in the long run, if you keep that mentality, it's harder to be consistent. It's harder to even achieve your goals. So the question is, how do you make that transition? Well, for one, you have to be consistent long enough to start to see progress. Uh, but even before you see progress, are you at a place where you can be happy with your life, even if you don't experience results? That's where the dagger hits. That's where we start to dig a little deeper. If you didn't get results whatsoever could you be happy with your life? And if you can get to a place where you answer yes to that question, I guarantee you, you will be so much happier pursuing goals. You'll even be more motivated than ever to chase after your goals if you can find a place where you're happy with your life, regardless of whether or not you achieve those goals. Because here's the biggest pitfall that people set up for themselves is they set these goals. It's awesome to set goals, but here's what they do. They say, I'm not going to be happy until I reach this goal. I'm not going to be happy with myself. I'm not going to be happy with my self-image until I accomplish this goal. Now, what's wrong with that picture? What's wrong with that picture is, even when you start to get closer and closer and closer to this goal, there comes a point where you say, okay, that's not good enough. I've put my goal up here. This chick over here looks way better than my initial goal, so I'm going to try to look like her now. And here you are, still unhappy with yourself, still unhappy with your lifestyle or your life in general, and you're not any closer to that goal. And I'm actually speaking from experience here because, last year I set a lot of goals for myself, whether that be growing my business, growing as a personal trainer, fitness goal, whatever it might be. And I didn't realize this until it was too late that I had set myself up for failure because I told myself until I accomplish these things, I'm not going to be happy. And you might be saying, that's not me. I'm happy with my life. But really ask yourself, whenever you start to think about weight loss or building muscle, does it start to stress you out? Do you start thinking, oh God, I don't want to go there? Are you unhappy with that category of your life? If you had to rate yourself from a 1 to 10, how would you rate yourself in that area? And, a quick way to tell yourself whether or not, you're happy with where you're at in an area is rate yourself from 1 to 10. I was thinking back to last year, where would I rate myself in my financial goal? Where would I rate myself in my physical goal? It was easy for me to say, shoot, I'll rate myself like a 5 or an 8 or somewhere in between, because there's no way I was 100%. And rarely will people give themselves a 10 out of 10. But then I took a sec and I thought, well, shoot, what if I just gave myself a 10? What if I gave myself a 10 in all areas of my life? And so I did. I was like, okay, I'm going to rate myself, my physical, my financial, in all these different categories of my life. I gave myself a 10 out of 10 in all areas. Not to say that I'm perfect, but to say that, with what I had available, with the time I had available, I gave 100% of my effort. I gave 100% of the time that I actually had to commit. And it felt really good. When I gave myself a 10 out of 10 in all categories, not only did it feel good, but I felt a lot more motivated to go after my goals this year when I gave myself a 10 out of 10. And in contrast to that, whenever I would give myself like a 5 or a 6, all it did was make me feel defeated. It made me feel kind of like, well, crap, I'm not good enough. I still haven't accomplished my goals that I set last year, so what's the point of setting goals this year? So a lot of it comes down to mentality. So kind of redirecting our focus back to the initial topic here, how to accomplish any goal. Really, the secret that I came across is what I kind of already touched base with you guys, is making that transition. Whenever you stop focusing so much on where you lack, stop focusing so much on, where you've fallen short, where you failed, and start to focus on, how can I be happy with my life as it is now? And then get excited about the improvements that you're making. That, my friends, that is the secret. That is the secret. So, I would encourage you with this, rather than blow off this 10 minutes that you've listened to, I want you to actually think about how you can apply this. Think about a few of your goals, 1, 2, maybe 3, whether it be a physical goal, maybe a career goal of some type, and really apply this. First of all, in order to be thankful for what we have now, you just got to take a couple minutes and think about what you have to be grateful for. So for me, I was thinking last year, what did I accomplish physically? And once I really took some time to think about it, I was like, okay, well, I put on some muscle mass. And I stayed pretty well conditioned year round. That's something to be excited about. And not to mention, I really had a lot going on. I even did some traveling. So I was able to manage to really accomplish some solid progress with my fitness goals, even with the things that I had going on. So that was, for me, it was a transition because before I was thinking, man, I was probably just like a 6 or 7 out of 10. I could have done better. But when I really think about what I did accomplish, and I think about, the things that I do have to be excited about, it makes me feel a lot better, and it makes me get more excited about continuing to progress with my goals. When you can get to a place where, each day is an opportunity for you to be excited and to continue to progress in your goals, honestly, that is the place to be. A lot of the people that you see, on Instagram, whether it be like a fitness icon of some sort, a lot of those people, to get to that, level of whether it be physique or influence, there's something about that person that stands out. And I guarantee you, almost 90% of those people, they have reached a point where when they step in the gym, their mentality is, I'm focused on this workout. I'm going to enjoy this workout, and I'm going to, in this workout, look for things that I can improve, but at the same time, enjoy what I've accomplished. And I even sometimes slip away from that mentality. A lot of times I get, I start to drift into the mentality of, I have so much more to accomplish, and really allow that to overwhelm me. But the truth of the matter is, you're the one that sets the standards for your own life, and life is not about comparing yourself to someone else's results. It's about deciding, what it is that you're after, and every day that you get closer to that goal is just another opportunity for you to be excited and more fulfilled. So, with that being said, I challenge you with this. Think about one area that you've improved in, and let's limit that to physically. You guys all have fitness goals. You all have physical goals. Think about one way that you've improved in the last year. Maybe you haven't been 100%. Maybe you're just starting your fitness journey. But hey, you've stuck to it for a week or a day. That's something to be excited about. Give yourself a pat on the back for that. But seriously, I want you guys to think about how you've progressed so far and stay in that mentality today and this week and continue to push forward with that mentality, with that being your focus, being excited about what you've accomplished so far and being even more excited for what you're going to accomplish. Not because you have to, not because you're stressed about it, not because, if you don't accomplish these goals, you're not good enough, because we've already decided that you're happy with where you are now.